Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to be featuring the new Tier 10 Steel Destroyer, the Z-42, as you can see. It is based on the same class, I believe, as the Z-35 and the Z-46, or similar class as Z-46. As you can tell by its superstructure, it's a bit different than Z-52. But the main difference you're going to find on this ship is, of course, the consumables, but not only that, also the guns. So the guns, as you can see, these are Schlieffen secondary guns, as you can see. They're very low caliber guns. They're 105s. And they reload quite slower than Schlieffen secondary guns, to be fair, also. So you have to keep that in mind. But anyway, so this is the Z-42. It's a steel destroyer. It's going to be available for 27,000 steel. I don't actually know the date. They didn't give us the date when it's going to be available. But all I can assume is probably next patch. I don't know when that is going to happen. But like I said, they didn't give us a date on when the thing is actually going to come out. But what we know is it is final and ready for review. So here it is, 27,000 Steel Destroyer Z-42. So yeah, I think we should start off by checking the armor layout and the commander build, and then we'll see what the characteristics are like on the ship. But before that, guys, I would really appreciate if you leave a subscription to the channel, or a like or a comment if you do enjoy the video. And if you do enjoy my channel, do please leave a subscription to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it indeed. But of course, let us move over to the armor layout. It's actually just a standard armor layout for a destroyer. There's no improved armor characteristics. 19mm armor everywhere, as you can see. So nothing too special, to be honest. You get penned pretty much by everything. And of course, nothing on the inside because it's a destroyer. So for my commander build, I'm going to be running Preventative Maintenance, Last Stand, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert, Extra Heavy Ammunition, IFHE, Adrenaline Rush, and Main Battery and AA Specialist. For my equipment, I'm going to be running Main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Engine Boost Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. The reason I'm going to be running IFHE is because the stock penetration on the HE is actually 26. So we're going to beat three important thresholds when we take IFHE. 27mm, which is like heavy cruiser like Des Moines nose armor. 30mm, which is, for example, Des Moines center deck armor. And then we're also going to beat 32mm of armor. So we're going to beat battleship armor. So it's going to be pretty good. We're going to beat three thresholds from the armor. And we're also taking, as you can see, extra heavy ammunition. This is because I believe Z-42 has the third highest AP DPM in the game. So we're going to be buffing that with the heavy AP skill, which is going to give us 7.5% extra AP damage. But moving over to the commander build, to the exterior, to the camouflage, just to take a look at it. This is what the camouflage looks on the Z-42. And the alternate looks like this. So the normal one, you have a white, dark gray, and light gray. And the alternate is a dark blue, light blue, and seems to be a grayish blue color. But yeah, so that is the camouflage. Let's take a look at the ship characteristics. If you would like to skip to the game, you can totally do that. I'll keep the video chaptered for you guys, so you can just skip. For ship characteristics, for survivability, we have 23,200 HP, so just a bit lower than Z-52. We have 600 HP lower than Z-52. For artillery, we have a 3.8 second reload, which is quite slow, to be fair. But we have 1.2k HE alpha, which is super low. Z-52 is notorious for low HE alpha. It has 1.5k HE alpha. This is 1.2. Remember, the guns are lower caliber. The fire chance on this one is 3.5%. That is because we have to take IFHE. As you know, on Z-52, we do not need to take IFHE, so it's fine without. And our maximum damage on the AP is 2.4k. That is with the AP skill. But remember, even though it's lower alpha than Z-52, our DPM is quite higher than Z-52 on the AP. It does not have improved pen angles, so it's just normal AP. But you can get quite good damage on a broadside. But anyway, so you have 12.6 gun range because I'm not taking AFT. Torpedoes, you get 10 kilometer torps, 62 knots. They're not actually that good. They're worse than Z-52 torps, and Z-52 torps aren't that good, to be honest. They're 10 knots slower, and they do less damage. Their spotting is pretty much the same, I think. Yeah, similar, I guess. They're not good torps, and their range is less as well. Depth charges, well, it's ship-based, you know. So you do have to drive over the submarine to actually do damage to it, which is a bit unfortunate. but that's pretty much destroyers. A defenses, it's 66 rated. I don't think it's any good. I don't know. From personal experience, it hasn't been that good in my games. Maneuverability, it goes 38.3 knots, which is slower than that of Z-52. But there it is. It goes a knot slower. So it's not too bad, but it's still slower. You do get an 8% speed boost, which we are buffing with the engine boost mod 1, as in the duration of it. So we're going to be going faster for a longer period of time. For my concealment, 6.2 detection. That's the best concealment you can get on the Z-42. That means it also gets outspotted by Z-52 by 0.1 kilometers. So there's a lot of things Z-52 does better than this thing, just marginally. But I think the main characteristic, which is better, is the guns on the Z-42, and that's your main advantage, I guess, except for fire chance. The fires are pretty miserable. But the AP DPM does kind of make up for it if you do get broadsides. That's pretty much it for ship characteristics, except for equipment. I want to show you we have a 6-kilometer hydro, same as Z-52. We have an 8% speed boost, a DCP of course, but as you can see, the main difference lies here in the smoke screen. This is a British smoke screen, similar to that on a Daring. Instead of Z-52, as we know, German smoke screen is normally really bad. But short burst smoke generator is going to be pretty useful for rotation ability and switching positions and stuff. So that's going to be pretty good. It's the same gimmick as the Z-35 at tier 8. If we go take a look at it, for example, this has the same smoke generator at tier 8, but now it's on a tier 10. So that's pretty much the characteristics for the Z-42. I think we should go into a game in the Z-42. Here we are on Sleeping Giant in the Z-42. Triple cap mode. There's double Schlieffen on the enemy team. Oh god. Okay. Slavo, we pen him everywhere actually, so that's not too bad. But Schlieffen is gonna be a bit dangerous, especially since our main gun range is the same as his secondary range. We have Sherman, Delny, Z-52, Tromp, and then a submarine. The biggest threat, I would say, I guess, in the open, well, not really in the open, you just have to be careful of is a Z-52, because even though we can, I guess, outgun him with AP, he still has 6 cam Hydra, so he can spot us, and there's a Venezia in the game, so we do have to know where it is. But I think we should just play around this place, see what's going on. I don't know if we should overdose and go into the cap straight away, but we can scout around, see what's going on first. Alright, Schlieffen just shot, we can smoke up, and we use his smoke firing penalty to abuse his spotting here. He will go dark in like 20 seconds, but hopefully we get a salvo or two. Oh, he seems to be turning in, maybe we can torp as well, but he probably will turn out at some point, highly likely. We also have to use Hydro, because Schlieffen does have torps, he probably did use them. Let's try reverse to get some spotting on him, so he can't game return for free, but I won't be able to shoot him, I guess. Oh, he spotted anyway, actually. Somehow. Okay, he's shooting again. Back into our smoke we go. 10 seconds left, sadly, so not too long duration on the smoke. That's kind of one of the main unfortunate things of this type of smoke is you can't really use it for a prolonged period of time. Especially if you're not guaranteed spotting from on the enemy team there. You're not actually gonna get to use the smoke too much. But it's okay, we can try to abuse this island instead. I believe we can actually arc over this, so we should be able to output some damage on this broadside Schlieffen. And we'll try the AP DPM out. So there, we actually got 4k with HE right there. Which isn't too bad, actually. That's 5k with AP. To dodge these torps. Pay attention. Load HE again. Honestly, overall, like, it's not like a bad ship, I would say. It's just something like I thought I would enjoy a bit more than I actually am. I feel like if I play Harugumo, I would experience like this ship a bit better. And that's because Harugumo does actually have more AP DPM by around 30,000. But not just that, really. Also, Harugumo smokes feel like I can use them a bit more. Now, okay, we have an island here, so it doesn't really matter. Another thing is, I guess I don't really take IFHE on Harugumo because it has 30mm pen already, so taking IFHE on it isn't too worth it. But the main advantage you're gonna get, I guess, from this ship over a Harugumo is the fact that you have the Hydro, the 6 cam Hydro. And that means you can cap contest a bit more. But you do have to be careful, because there are a lot of radar DDs coming. And of course, we do have Yu Yang with radar. I have run into it a lot by testing it as well. Run into radar Yu Yangs a lot. And of course, you outgun them, but I mean, they can still spot you, which could be a bit annoying, because you aren't a tiny ship by no means. So you are gonna get shot at by people, and you are gonna take some damage. But not just that, there's also a new line that just got announced, basically, of a whole radar destroyer style, but they're only 10-second radar that we know of so far. That's of course if they receive no changes. So they might not be a big thing, but you have to keep in mind that you are going to get spotted in your smokes. But here, for example, we're gonna use our smoke, we're gonna chill out, and we should be able to free farm the Slava, actually. Thanks to our submarine here spotting. Super nice. If Slava goes broadside, we'll switch to AP. We got a fire, that's awesome. Should be able to output some pretty decent damage, to be honest, with the AP, I would say. Oh, he took... well, someone else smashed him with AP. Our Preußen half HP'd him. He's down to 30,000 damage. Oh, Venezia just blind fired me. And I took 7,000 damage. Pay attention a bit more, Malta. You took way too much damage for nothing. True. I'm gonna stop shooting now. We should have stopped shooting at the right time to go dark. Yes, we are dark. That's okay. Now we have to be careful of the enemy submarine that's going to be coming towards us, actually. We do have a hydro in 12 seconds, so what we could do is we could get up to the corner where the submarine is, and we can use our hydro. And if he comes around the corner, he will be hydroed, and our battleships will use the plane ASW on him. So we could do that, to be honest, is what I'm thinking right now, maybe. Or we could go farm the Yamato, which is also a free target. It's really weird. I don't know what to... Oh, actually, the submarine spotted. Maybe they ASW him. Let's type it in chat. Hopefully, they use it. They plane ASW. All they have to do is click 4 and use it. They didn't use it. Okay, maybe it's on cooldown. Okay, they don't have it. It's okay. Rip in peace, killing the submarine, I guess. But now they cannot complain that we are not gonna kill the submarine. Because we can't overdose here, because if we go to kill the submarine ourselves, there's a Yodo, which we really cannot deal with right now. And, well, there's also the threat of the submarine actually YOLOing us. I think we're okay so far. Not too bad. We're just gonna go for this Yamato. We should be able to farm him out for free. To be honest, we're gonna have smoke. The Z-42 is dead, thanks to our Yamato. Very well done by him. Somehow killing a Z-52, who outspots him and everything. But there it is. Happens. But anyway, let's not die to the enemy Yamato. Hopefully. Because if we do, that would be pretty embarrassing. Let's start outputting some damage on him, I guess. Should be relatively easy. He is kind of alone. He is alone. Not kind of alone. He is alone. So we should be able to kind of farm him for free. We're going to torp at him. Maybe he accelerates. We have to keep in mind. He did DCP instantly. I'm going to try get that permafire before we switch to AP. Sadly, he went unspotted, but our Preußen is going to spot him shortly again. And I guess we're going to have to wait for our next smoke to actually shoot him again. Could also open water him. Maybe if he shoots his main guns at someone else, we will open water him. Oh, there he is. He just shot, so we can actually open water him. Not too bad, not too bad. Keep in mind, we do have the speed boost available. So we should be able to speed juke, even though the ship is quite big and not that fast. We should at least try. These are the gun angles, by the way, for all of your guns. This is the minimum angle you must give when you're kited. I want that fire. I don't know if I'm misplaying trying to get this one fire, but I really want this fire, guys. He probably has DCP again, to be honest. It's been so long, but someone else got a fire as well. I mean, we could try AP on the angle target, but this thing does not have improved pen angles on the AP, so I don't believe there's any point. We should probably just keep outputting damage with the HE, because we are getting pen damage. Is he accelerating? Not yet. Yes, now he is. The HE is not bad. You have to remember you have 10 guns, right? So It's not that bad. The alpha's low, but it's definitely usable. I'd love to showcase the AP a bit more, because I know the AP is really good. Because I have played it, I was trying to test it out before actually making the review. And from the AP characteristics are pretty good. Just because the amount of AP you can launch is pretty good. It like I said, it has the 3rd highest AP alpha damage. Not alpha damage, but DPM in the game. That's the word I was trying to find. Has the 3rd highest AP DPM in the game, as I showed you from the sheet before. But I'm gonna turn around, go towards B. I don't think we should go into A and then around. I think we should go in front over here. Maybe the Montana left the cap. Let's see. Let's see. Actually, I have to turn around because Montana actually came the other way. We have to help our Preußen. I think our Preußen's dead though. He's only 7k HP. So he might die, to be honest. And we must kill the Montana. He is full HP, so it's gonna be a bit hard. But yeah, okay, Preußen's dead. It's okay. Let's try kill the Montana with our Yamato. We will try. Gonna hydro. He's probably turned into me. He's probably gonna spot me, actually. Let's see. Maybe not. I wonder if he turned around or not. We do have to be really careful against the Montana. Open watering him is not a smart idea. I don't know where he is, actually. Did he just stop? Oh, wow. He managed to stop, I guess. I thought he was going full speed.
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
He is. It's gonna take us quite a long time to kill him. But it's the process. We must try. One fire. If he shoots, we will smoke up. We're gonna take a lot of damage if we stay at this angle. Yeah, he's about to shoot. He's getting all his guns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please don't smash me. Montana probably smashes me though. Does have a lot of shells. Does a lot of damage. At least we're keeping him somewhat distracted from our teammates right now, so our Hindenburg really doesn't have to deal with him shooting him anymore. So he was crossfiring him this entire time. Okay, he just shot again though on our Hindenburg. Nope, it's on our Yamato. Okay. It's firing out. We got another one. We can't get closer to him sadly because he will smash us. It's Montana, so he does actually smash us. It's gonna take us quite a while to kill him, but we have done a lot of HP to him already. He's gonna smash us. Get ready. Smashing coming. There's a Slava too. We got a heal because of Lugins. We're okay. We're okay-ish. 4k damage there with the AP. Not too bad. Hopefully our Yamato outputs some good damage on this Montana now. We should be able to actually finish him off with our Yamato. The problem is I'm taking quite a lot of damage doing this. Okay, not actually. We're not actually taking a lot of damage. But he can actually 8k me easily here. So we have to be careful. And the problem is I don't see us winning this game really. Because we can't really contest a cap right now. If we went B, by the way, there's a Venezia and a submarine. So we would have been outspotted by the submarine by 0.6 kilometers. And the Venezia would have shot us dead because we were 10k HP. So in terms of capping B, that was not a strat at all. I don't believe we could have actually done that easily. It's better off to try at least kill the Montana. And then see if we can kill the Slava as well, get some points, etc. Going B, we would have died instantly. You can tell by the way the submarine's even spotted, like, located there. Problem is I'm suffering to kill this Montana. It's taking us forever, man. Just a tad bit too long. Alright, there's a submarine. To be fair to us, the submarine should have actually been dead. Because he was 8k HP, spotted in front of 2 battleships. With air-based ASW available, but they refused to use it. It kind of is what it is, really. But it's kind of unfortunate that no one really uses air-based ASW. And that's... I wish some people would actually use it a bit more. Maybe I need to make a video dedicated to how to use air-based ASW. Because if you think about it, that submarine would have been dead this entire time, and there would have been no threat to our men at all. I mean, I'll get into A, which will double the time it takes for them to win. Problem is, I don't see us winning right now. Maybe if we get into B. I think we have to get into B. Get our last piece of damage. I think our Hindenburg's gonna die to torps, though. Oh, he didn't. That's good. Gives us some more time. But sadly, we do have to contest the cap to double the game time. Maybe they kill the Venezia, though? Nah, Venezia's full HP. Should probably use torps on the Slava, but is what it is. Wait, Hindenburg's gonna get into B. Okay, we still have time. It's still winnable. Barely, but it's still winnable, I must say. Barely. But potentially winnable. Yeah, Hindenburg has to be careful of the Slava crossfire. If we get 3 caps, do we win? There's 3 minutes left. We gain like 5 per cap. No, 3 per cap every 5 seconds. Hindenburg's gonna get crossfired. I think he's dead. He's kind of broadside to a Slava right now. Maybe he can go dark. If he goes dark, he's okay. Now the question is, where is the Slava? Is he coming through A or is he coming mid? Now, the fact that he hasn't shot the Hindenburg yet is really weird, to be honest. We do have to get a kill. And I don't know what we're gonna kill. I think we just have to kill the Slava, I guess. But that's kind of like having to guess where he is, right? Maybe we turn around in A and go for him. Or we have to guess that he's down here. But it's gonna be a guess. Maybe I turn around. Let's turn around. It's pretty much a 50-50 gamble of where the Slava is, to be honest. Hindenburg says he's there. So I'm just gonna pre-torp in that corner. We do have to... I think if we kill Slava, we might have a chance. Maybe not. I don't think so, actually. We need to kill 2 ships, because it's minus... How much is it? Minus 60 plus 40. So that's 100 difference. Does it still go down to like... Okay, well, I don't know. I don't think the Slava's dying, dude. There's no way he just turns in and dies. It's just super unlikely. Plus, if he actually spots me this close, I probably just instantly die. Because I'm 6k HP. There is a chance he doesn't kill me, but I don't know if I 30k him. He probably actually turned around and is going to J1. That's a smart decision. It is over, but it was a close game, so it's actually quite fun. Wow, he's not even... I can't even find him. Oh, there he is. I died, though. We should have just turned into him, but... How, you know, it's just a guess, really, so it is what it is. Alright, so we ended up doing 228,000 damage, 960 shell hits, 1 kill, 7 fires, and 2 caps. Team score, we ended up doing 2nd place on the team after our Hindenburg, so we will be complimenting our Hindenburg there. Good work. But we did end up losing, unfortunately. It does happen sometimes. It is what it is. But it was a close match, so that's kind of cool. Things we could have probably done better probably is going into... Well, let's see. If the submarine died earlier, it would have let, I think, a lot of us... play the game a bit more differently, I guess. A bit differently. Maybe I could have gone to B instead, for example, if the submarine was guaranteed dead, etc. It's just the refusal to use air-based ASW is a bit unfortunate. Another thing I should have done is actually go for the Slava at the end. But I don't actually think we do win at that point, because even if we kill the Slava, we still have to kill the Venezia, because the game is not close enough. But it is what it is. Sometimes games do happen. I mean, mid-match decisions aren't the easiest to make. But it does happen. So 36k on the Schlieffen, 76k on the Montana, 60k on the Slava, 53k on the Yamato, and 24k on the Schlieffen. We did 194k, mostly from HE and AP. Some from fires, 19,000 damage received. Credits and XP, 529,000 credits, 5.2k XP, 500 free XP, and 6.5k Commander XP. For our Commander build, once again, I have Preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, concealment expert, IFHE, extra heavy ammunition, adrenaline rush, and main battery NA specialist. And for the Z-42, like I said, it's going to be available for... Oh, I forgot actually. Main battery mod 3, concealment system mod 1, prop mod 1, aiming system mod 1, engine boost mod 1, and main armaments mod 1. And for the Z-42, it's going to be available for 27,000 steel. In terms of do I recommend this thing, honestly, it's kind of like a 50-50 right now. From playing it so far, sometimes it can be really fun, sometimes it can be a bit miserable. For example, if there's a lot of radars, etc., and you have to get a bit close, it's gonna be quite tough, especially since, I mean, even though the AP DPM is the 3rd highest in the game, your HE DPM is pretty miserable. So if the destroyers know how to play the game and angle, etc., they can do quite a lot of damage to you, right? So you have to keep that in mind. And well, sometimes you do get a game where, well, it just feels a bit miserable sometimes. Last game was pretty good overall, to be honest, but yeah. You just have to be careful when there's a lot of radars or long-range hydros. Even though you do have 6 km hydro, your smoke screen doesn't last a long time, so you don't have infinite staying power. You do have to re-rotate, move around, and do things. In terms of the actual ship, though, it is pretty good. It does have pretty decent characteristics overall. I do like the guns, and the guns are actually pretty good. Compared to Z-52, though, it does have its own disadvantages, and some advantages, of course. I think Z-52 is still a really good destroyer. I do think Z-42 is slightly better, though, of course. In terms of 27,000 steel better, that's really up to you to determine, guys. The thing is, for me, I'm going to buy it straight away, because for me, as you can see, I have 163,000 steel. I have every steel ship in the game, so I'm probably going to just buy it instantly, because, well, I just have every steel ship in the game, even Summers and stuff, so I'll just buy it. But if you're limited on steel, there are other steel options you could get. For example, if we go take a look, and we click steel here. For destroyers, there's only Ragnar, which only has guns. It is a really good destroyer, to be fair, and it is the same price as Z-42. And I think Ragnar is wonderful. I have a whole video dedicated to Ragnar, 40 minutes, if you want to watch it. Is Z-42 better than Ragnar? I think they're pretty different, to be honest. I don't think they're a really fair comparison to each other, to be fair. I guess they are both gunboats, but Ragnar, honestly, is an incredibly easy to play gunboat. I mean, it's way better to farm average damage in, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's obviously Bourgogne to get, Stalingrad. They're pretty good. I like Stalingrad. Some people don't like it. Bourgogne's pretty good. I like it. Mecklenburg's, I like it. I think Z-42 is more exciting and unique than, for example, a Mecklenburg or a Shikishima. But there's also an incomp you could get, etc. You know, so honestly, it is a pretty good ship overall. It's just not something I would get if I'm an average player or below. It's just not that easy to make work sometimes, especially since the smokes are, they're quite good, but you need to know how to use them. You need to know how to rotate and do things and etc. And of course, the hydro's pretty cool. But you have to keep in mind your smoke gimmick isn't as good, I would say, isn't as good as Z-52. Now, why do I say this? Is because Z-52 smoke lasts 37 seconds longer, so you can stay in the smoke for longer with your smoke gimmick. This one, you only have 40 seconds. You can time that hydro smoke gimmick. So if the enemy team has a radar, you do have to be really, really careful when you use your smoke and your hydro gimmick. But that's pretty much it, guys. Do I recommend it for experienced players? I think it could be pretty fun, to be honest, for experienced players. Most of the time, experienced players have a lot of steel lying around. So, I mean, really and truly, why not? If you have every other steel ship, etc. But it is an all-right ship. I don't think it's a game-changing, game-breaking ship, to be honest. I don't think it's overpowered at all. I think it's quite good, though. I think it's an good ship, I would say. It's a good ship, I think. I don't think it's overpowered at all. I think it's actually pretty reasonable. Even though its AP DPM's high, 6 km hydro, etc. It makes up for it because of the, well, some worse characteristics from Z-52. And, of course, worse torps, etc. But that's pretty much the Z-42. I personally enjoy it quite a fair amount. Just, if you're not as experienced, I wouldn't recommend you get it. straight away. Maybe get a Z-52 first, maybe practice a bit. If you have both Z-52 and Daring, you could practice with both, see how the smoke works on Daring, see if you like the Z-52 Hydro, etc. See if you can make it work. If you can make both of those ships work, I think you could enjoy the Z-42 quite a fair amount. But that's pretty much it, guys. By the way, later this evening, I will be playing it on stream. So if you would like to come onto my stream and just say hi, you can totally do that. I should be playing the Z-42 on stream for you guys. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do let me know in the comments below. Any feedback, anything, guys. And of course, if you enjoyed, please leave a subscription or a like to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And of course, if you can share the video, I greatly appreciate it. Especially appreciate it because it, it does help a small channel like mine. So yes, guys, I will be back in another video, another time. But I hope you enjoyed this Z-42 review.